In this video, we will discover together the power of motivation and how it can change your life, step by step.
Success in life isn't something that happens by accident. It's the result of deliberate choices, consistent effort, and a deep understanding of what truly matters to you. I want to share with you some of the most important principles for creating a fulfilling and meaningful life. Principles that have been tested by time and proven effective across cultures, generations, and individual circumstances. Let this be our conversation, a guide to help you navigate your journey toward success. Let's start with setting intentional goals, because without clarity about where you're headed, it's easy to drift aimlessly. Setting goals gives your life direction, purpose, and focus. But here's the thing, not all goals are created equal. Vague aspirations like, I want to be successful or I want to be happy won't get you very far. Instead, you need specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, SMART goals. For example, instead of saying, I want to get fit, say, I will exercise for 30 minutes 5 days a week and track my progress over the next 3 months. When you set clear intentions, you give yourself a roadmap to follow. Think of it as plotting coordinates on a map. You know exactly where you're starting from and where you're trying to go. Break down big goals into smaller, actionable steps so they don't feel overwhelming. Celebrate each small win along the way, because those little victories add up and keep you motivated. But setting goals isn't just about writing them down. It's about committing to them fully. Ask yourself why these goals matter to you. Are they aligned with your values? Do they reflect who you are and who you want to become? When your goals resonate deeply with your inner self, you'll find the motivation to push through challenges and stay committed even when things get tough. Remember, the process of achieving your goals is just as important as reaching the destination itself. Growth happens in the doing, not just the arriving. Next, let's talk about mindset, an incredibly powerful factor in determining how far you'll go in life. People with a fixed mindset believe their abilities and intelligence are static traits that can't be changed. On the other hand, those with a growth mindset see challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. They understand that effort is the path to mastery and that failure is simply part of the learning process. Imagine two people facing rejection after applying for a dream job. The person with a fixed mindset might think, I'm just not cut out for this, and give up altogether. Meanwhile, the person with a growth mindset would say, okay, this didn't work out, but what can I learn from this experience? How can I improve for next time? That difference in perspective changes everything. One leads to stagnation, while the other fuels progress. Adopting a growth mindset means embracing discomfort and viewing obstacles as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. It means being willing to put in the hard work, knowing that improvement takes time and patience. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to grow. Seek feedback openly and never stop learning. Whether it's reading books, taking courses, or practicing new skills, continuous learning keeps your mind sharp and expands your potential. Gratitude is one of the simplest yet most transformative practices you can adopt. It shifts your focus from what's lacking in your life to what's abundant. When you practice gratitude daily, you train your brain to notice the good things around you, the kindness of a friend, the beauty of nature, the joy of a simple meal shared with loved ones. This shift in perspective has profound effects on your mental health, relationships, and overall well-being. Start by keeping a gratitude journal. Every day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be monumental events. Sometimes the smallest moments carry the most meaning. Maybe it's the warmth of the sun on your face during a morning walk, or the laughter of a child playing nearby. Over time, this habit rewires your brain to look for positivity, even in difficult situations. Practicing gratitude doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. Life comes with its fair share of struggles, and it's okay to acknowledge pain and frustration. However, gratitude helps you maintain perspective. Even in the darkest times, there's usually something to be thankful for: a supportive friend, a lesson learned, or the strength to keep moving forward. Gratitude reminds you that no matter how tough life gets, you still have reasons to hope and persevere. Growth rarely happens within the confines of comfort. If you want to achieve true success, you must be willing to step outside your comfort zone regularly. This could mean taking risks, trying something new, or confronting fears that hold you back. Yes, it's uncomfortable, and yes, it's scary, but that's precisely where the magic happens. Think about it. Every great achievement in history required someone to take a leap of faith. Inventors risked ridicule to bring their ideas to life. Entrepreneurs bet on themselves despite uncertainty. Artists poured their hearts into creations that might never be appreciated. None of these accomplishments would have been possible if they had stayed safely within their comfort zones. Stepping out of your comfort zone doesn't mean throwing caution to the wind. It means pushing yourself incrementally beyond what feels familiar. Start small if you need to. Try a new hobby, speak up in a meeting, or strike up a conversation with someone you admire. As you build confidence, tackle bigger challenges. Each time you stretch yourself, you expand your capacity for growth and resilience. And remember, failure is part of the process. Don't let fear of making mistakes prevent you from trying. Every misstep teaches you something valuable, bringing you closer to success. No one succeeds alone. The quality of your relationships plays a significant role in shaping your happiness, fulfillment, and success. Surround yourself with people who uplift, inspire, and support you. These are the individuals who cheer you on during victories, offer guidance during challenges, and remind you of your worth when you doubt yourself. Building meaningful relationships requires intentionality. It's not just about networking or accumulating contacts. It's about fostering genuine connections based on trust, empathy, and mutual respect. Be present in your interactions. Listen actively, show interest in others' lives, and celebrate their successes as if they were your own. Authenticity is key. People can sense when you're being sincere versus when you're merely going through the motions. Don't underestimate the power of giving in relationships. Offer help without expecting anything in return. Share your knowledge, resources, and encouragement freely. Acts of generosity strengthen bonds and create a ripple effect of goodwill. At the same time, don't hesitate to ask for help when you need it. Vulnerability builds intimacy and allows others to step in and support you. Lastly, nurture your existing relationships. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to neglect the people who matter most. Make time for family dinners, catch-up calls with friends, and heartfelt conversations with your partner. Small gestures, like sending a thoughtful message or planning a surprise visit, can make a big difference. Strong relationships provide a safety net during tough times and amplify your joys during good ones. Self-care is not selfish, it's essential. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Taking care of your physical, emotional, and mental well-being ensures you have the energy and resilience needed to pursue your dreams. Neglecting self-care leads to burnout, stress, and diminished performance in all areas of life. Physical self-care includes eating nutritious foods, staying hydrated, exercising regularly, and getting enough sleep. These habits may seem basic, but they form the foundation of your health and vitality. When your body feels strong and energized, you're better equipped to handle challenges and seize opportunities. Emotional self-care involves processing your feelings in healthy ways. Allow yourself to feel whatever arises: joy, sadness, anger, frustration, without judgment. Journaling, meditation, therapy, or talking to a trusted friend can help you release pin-up emotions and gain clarity. Avoid numbing your feelings with distractions like excessive screen time or unhealthy coping mechanisms. Mental self-care focuses on stimulating and nurturing your mind. Engage in activities that challenge you intellectually, such as reading, solving puzzles, or learning a new skill. Take breaks when you need them to avoid mental fatigue. Set boundaries to protect your time and energy, especially in professional settings. Saying no to unnecessary commitments frees up space for what truly matters. Remember, self-care looks different for everyone. What works for someone else might not resonate with you, and that's okay. Experiment with various practices until you find what brings you peace and rejuvenation. Prioritizing self-care isn't indulgent. It's a necessity for sustained success. The past is gone, and the future hasn't arrived yet. All you truly have is the present moment. Living mindfully allows you to savor life's richness and avoid getting lost in regrets or worries. When you're fully present, you engage more deeply with your experiences, connect authentically with others, and appreciate the beauty of everyday moments. Mindfulness practices like meditation, deep breathing, or simply paying attention to your senses can anchor you in the now. Notice the taste of your food, the sound of birds chirping, or the sensation of your feet touching the ground. These small acts of awareness pull you out of autopilot mode and into the richness of the present. Living in the present also means letting go of perfectionism and focusing on progress. Instead of obsessing over outcomes, immerse yourself in the process. Whether you're working on a project, spending time with loved ones, or pursuing a passion, give it your full attention. Presence enhances the quality of your efforts and deepens your satisfaction. Of course, living in the moment doesn't mean ignoring long-term goals or responsibilities. It means balancing preparation for the future with appreciation for the here and now. By embracing the present, you cultivate contentment regardless of external circumstances. True success extends beyond personal achievements. It involves contributing to the greater good and leaving the world better than you found it. Giving back fulfills a fundamental human desire to make a difference and creates a sense of purpose that transcends individual gains. There are countless ways to give back, depending on your resources, talents, and interests. Volunteering your time, donating money, mentoring others, or using your skills to solve community problems are all meaningful contributions. Even small acts of kindness, like holding the door open for someone or offering a listening ear, can brighten someone's day. Giving back benefits not only the recipients, but also the giver. Studies show that helping others boosts happiness, reduces stress, and fosters a sense of connection. When you contribute to a cause larger than yourself, you tap into a deeper source of fulfillment that material success alone cannot provide. Consider aligning your giving with your passions. If you love animals, volunteer at a shelter. If education inspires you, tutor underprivileged children. Aligning your actions with your values amplifies the impact and makes the experience more rewarding. Remember, giving back isn't about grand gestures. It's about consistency and sincerity. Passion fuels perseverance. When you're passionate about something, you're more likely to invest time, energy, and creativity into it. Pursuing your passions ignites a spark within you that drives you forward, even when obstacles arise. Identifying your passions requires introspection. Reflect on activities that make you lose track of time or fill you with excitement. What topics do you love discussing? What projects excite you? Once you identify your passions, find ways to incorporate them into your life. This might involve turning a hobby into a side hustle, advocating for causes you care about, or dedicating free time to exploring your interests. Pursuing your passions doesn't necessarily mean abandoning practical considerations like financial stability. Many people successfully integrate their passions into their careers, while others balance passion projects with their primary jobs. The key is to prioritize what brings you joy and fulfillment, even if it starts small. Passion also attracts opportunities. When you radiate enthusiasm, others take notice. Collaborations, mentorships, and unexpected doors often open because of the energy and authenticity you bring to your pursuits. So, dare to chase what sets your soul on fire. It's worth it. Finally, celebrate your journey, not just the destination. Success isn't a single endpoint. It's a series of milestones, lessons, and experiences that shape who you are. Acknowledge how far you've come, honor the challenges you've overcome, and recognize the growth you've achieved along the way. Take time to reflect on your accomplishments, both big and small. Write them down, share them with loved ones, or treat yourself to something special. Celebration reinforces positive behaviors and motivates you to keep striving for excellence. At the same time, embrace imperfection. No journey is flawless, and setbacks are inevitable. Instead of dwelling on failures, view them as chapters in your story, opportunities to learn, adapt, and evolve. Every twist and turn adds depth and character to your narrative. Above all, be kind to yourself. Success is a lifelong pursuit, and there's no rush to arrive. Savor the highs, learn from the lows, and trust that the journey itself is where the real magic lies. As we wrap up this conversation, I want you to carry these principles with you, not as rigid rules, but as guiding lights. Success is a mosaic made up of countless pieces: goals, mindset, gratitude, courage, relationships, self-care, presence, contribution, passion, and celebration. Each piece matters, and together, they create a masterpiece uniquely yours. Go forth with intention, curiosity, and heart, and watch as your life unfolds in beautiful and unexpected ways.